let's see. I think he was on an interview because if you remember John Jones, I'm not sure if you know this, but John Jones tweeted recently at UFC because UFC posted something on their Twitter saying, does a win at UFC 226 earn at DC_MMA GOAT status? And then John Jones replied to the UFC saying, what have you done for me lately? Let's just be real and stop asking this question. And then after that, he goes, if he's in the conversation, does that make me the motherfucking man? So that's how Daniel kind of responded.
And then what's DC say? He goes, he doesn't have a platform, and I refuse to give him a platform. He's a nobody. He's been suspended again. He's mired in controversy for drug abuse. Your issues are tied to steroids, performance enhancers. You don't get a platform when you're like that. It's like me glorifying Lance Armstrong. Jones won the fight, but hey, since USADA has gotten involved with the UFC, he only fought one time. He's had four fights scheduled, so he fought once, OSP, and he fought me, but the second one was no contest. The Owens fight was the only time he fought, and there was no controversy surrounding it, so I'm pretty sure there was some dirty stuff going on. That's why the test results were all jacked up in December. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue against DC here. It's just John Jones so goddamn talented. I wonder how well he would have done even without all this bullshit. That's the bummer about this. But the whole GOAT thing, when you've seen a guy lose, even though it's, I don't know, man. There's so many variables that goes into this for this.
I think everyone agrees with you that when you said he is by far the best talent, he wouldn't even need that stuff, but I think it is definitely mired in this. It's always in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Him and Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I agree. I know.
And so he was speaking to CBS Sports about this. That's
all
what
right.
he answered.
Shout out to Below the Belt, Chin, and Brendan Schaub. Huge fan. Please subscribe. Listen, DC John Jones. This beef will never end up until these two men fight each other again. And even then, I don't think it'll end. John Jones is the perfect antagonist to DC. Right? DC is a good dude, man. He goes on food drives. He's a stand-up citizen. If you had to paint a picture of a champion who you'd want to be the face of the UFC, who you would want to be a role model to your kids, it would be DC. Whereas John Jones, his cocaine cowboy lifestyle, his dangerous lifestyle, is a complete contrast to. It's a complete 180 to Daniel Cormier's lifestyle, Daniel Cormier's morals, Daniel Cormier's actions, right? So on that basis alone, there's bound to be friction. And on that basis too, these two people were bound to attract each other in this format, right? Nobody is arguing against the greatness of either of these men, but to me, it made no sense why this fight never happened. And when it finally did, I understood how good both of them were, To this day, I still think that DC can beat John Jones. He just needs to find a hole. And, aside from John Jones finishing DC, I still think he can beat him, man. Let's not act like John Jones didn't test positive for Tyranobol. Yeah, you can say, the test was garbage, it was a minor amount, not enough to. The fact that he did that proves to me that, you can't just say that about John Jones. You have to take everything he does with a grain of salt. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
We got one out of two of them motherfuckers, You mean you motherfuckers come strolling in here all walking tall and shit? You'll be out. Man, I'm saying, man, we was blazing on them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just got in the heat, man. We was blazing, though. It was like... All right, relax.